I'm okay, guys. Don't worry. I think the tornado went back up. But it says it's a very, over where it's at, it's really bad. Imminent extreme alerts until 5:45. It's gone.
Yeah, where's Bloomdale?
That's Illinois, isn't it?
And Rocky Ridge.
I'm texting Tim to make sure he's safe. So I uninstalled the home user interface before I installed one to back it up. I was like using my phone through the settings, like trying to, but it's hella fast now. My phone's battery life went up and it's charging again and all that stuff.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's okay. You are here supporting Lurk for Lurk all day, running gauntlets and solos all day.
3:55 here.
Well, bro, if you want to run some dungeons, I'll run some heroics with you. But I'm going to finish this phone up and then do some artwork to finish up on Prince Magnum's some of the Prince Magnum's art there. As a matter of fact, I need to send it to my email. Okay. Dude, Mom, check this out. I just ordered a pizza and it was like $26, right? So I went onto my computer and used the Honey app. And the Honey app is from Mr. Beast that donates like $10,000 to each streamer when he goes up into their stream. Well, this Honey app saved me $10. It was only $16. I got a big old 2-liter with it too. Yeah, I was like, whoa, $10? Wow.
That's good.
Yeah. Sending myself a picture. Myself. Go.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're safe. Now I can take my nap again.
Yeah, I just want to let you know so that if you did hear it, that I was right there with you, okay?
Those things are not any laughing matter.
No, they're not. I know that's why. That's why I said, oh, well, I'll wait till it gets worse. But
I hear that if you hear them, I hear like the wind is just like
I've heard
a freight train.
About 7 miles away.
Do they sound like a freight train?
My friend Tim's not answering me right now, so stay on the line. I'm gonna hold you, okay? Making sure all my friends are okay.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been sent.
He's not answering. You there? Oh shit. Now my phone runs awesome, guys. It's like super sweet. There's still more I need to do to it, probably, but.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, we're checked. We're good. Big tornado, man. Blew me across the freaking sands of time. Where's my... Damn. Let's follow this guy. 75 viewers each stream. Hey, Ron. We just had a tornado warning. We're good though. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you... K-Mac Games, are you in Missouri? Are you in Missouri? Ron, I think I'm in your channel too, buddy. You lurker. Hey, Ron, what is that snowflake next to your name? I know it's a cause. What's up, Reload Snipes? Reuniting with a lot of people, here in the Twitch channels and stuff. So it's I have to repeat myself a lot, and people are downstairs like, "Arr." So I'm typing here to neighbor. Beginning for kids. I'm doing rooting and development for kids with the ailments, and teaching you guys how to, if you don't know, take out system apps. Now, I made a mistake. I took out the home, remember? And so I didn't have a home, but I knew how to get into the settings and open up apps to turn the internet back on. And so I just downloaded it from my computer on the phone. It's called Nova Launcher. Everything's good. No crazy tornado. What's up, you guys? That's pretty scary. I was like, what is going on? What's up, small streamers? Help! We just had a crazy tornado warning. Okay, so I was doing taking the system apps out, and then the whole user interface disappeared because I took the home app out. So I went ahead and went into the settings area. I went settings, I scrolled down settings, and then went into the actual app area and opened it up through there. And it was then able to open up the PDA net and get internet on my computer, download the launcher, and I'm back to normal. And it's fast as fuck, by the way. Ron, K-Mac, Kyle. It looks like small strippers when I look at it. Small strippers help. I'll do a small stripper, I think. I think I'll take one of those. Just kidding. Don't beat me up, I bleed. And we still got 30 people in the room. Thank you guys for your continued engagement and support. You guys show, due diligence within these systems that I'm placing forth for you. You will get the recognition, and you will get the help, computer, development, all that stuff. I mean, if I'm helping somebody, I really help them. I'm just like, oh yeah, I don't know what you dealt with before, but I am definitely not like the last person that you've had on your computer or smartphone. Let's see here. I need TP. Oh yeah, there it is. Because Windows gets stuff. Yeah. Gordy, Ron's, Small Streamers Connect, Small Streamers Help, SOCOM, Steven, Ted, Akros Galicius, Backwards Man, Banana Nan, Commander Root, Disaster Live, Gaza, Hoyt, Joby S, and Kimac Games, Creighton, Kyle, Laugh, Northdorf, Official Twitch Universe, Positivity Bot, Palo Alto, PayTV 50, PayTV 60, Reload Snipers. Thanks for coming in and chilling with me, guys. Watching my phone development. Maybe you can learn something. The apps that I was using, you can write those down. And the link that I sent you for without having to root, take the apps out. That's system apps, and it gives you a little list of what's safe to take out, so your phone runs better and faster. You don't need those apps. Remember when I started doing it, I said, this is what I'm doing. Unessential applications that do not need to be there for the functionality of the phone. Right? So there we go. Have it again. That's a cool icon, bro. I'm gonna take that check mark. I gotta call Momo back. Yeah. You know what? Backwards. Hello. We're calling Mom. We're gonna call Mom. You guys ready? No bad launchers are actually really good. Phone's hella fast. Like on it, it's like wow, this is badass. Where did you go? Probably because the connection between me and you was the tornado. I've got 20 like hella people in my chat room. It's amazing. They're all talking to me and like wondering what the hell I'm doing. Usually they do that. They're like, "What is this guy?" They just sit there and watch me, right? And I'm developing the phone and what was I doing before? I don't even remember what I was doing before. What were we doing? What's up, PayTV? What was I doing before? I don't even remember. It's on YouTube.
Is your tornado thing on?
Yep, it's gone.
Okay, good.
Action
All right,
crunch.
listen, I'm going to take a little nap.
Okay. Carg out.
I love you. Call me if anything changes.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, honey. I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Love you too. Hi, Mom.
Bye, baby.
So I'm giving away to everyone Origin sponsorships, Razer sponsorships, NVIDIA sponsorships, Gawkbox sponsorships, and Children's Miracle Network sponsorships. You can join my team. Hook it up, guys. How many of you have joined the team? How many of you clicked links? Well, fine. I'm not going to techno Tim, you butt. People will come across my stream. What's up, Gutierrez? Where are you from, man? Are you German? You have a very interesting body of community members in there. I find that very intriguing. We're giving away a Razer. What's up, man? Got you, Action Crunch. We're already following each other, aren't we? Let me see. Join. Yeah, I'm following you. There you go. I'm in your room though. Everybody that rooms that I joined, then I'm gonna put you on my favorites here. That's the next thing I'm gonna do. What's up, Ron Hubbard? See you, bro. Small streamers connect, but guess what? We're going to bridge that gap here. We're going to connect you even further and give you a wider range of platform to stand on, so we can all get this sponsorship going, and you can start making money today, right now. It's in act. I don't care what the naysayer says. If I don't got haters, I ain't doing it right. You know what? If I'm producing something that everybody would like, it's not worth shit until at the point I'm able to argue it. Does that make sense? Okay. So you can't beat me. Just join me. It didn't happen, man. I'm not going away. They're like, we're gonna ruin it. Back like 5 years ago, they're like, we're gonna ruin you, and you're never gonna stream on Twitch again. I'm like, and then they come to my YouTube and they're like, oh, is this the guy that got banned on Twitch? Is it go or why don't you be on Twitch? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I keep telling them like, it doesn't fucking matter. And then they start talking about kids, and the detrimental stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm stopping my stream right now. I don't care who you are. I'm going to report you to the cops. You don't do that on the internet, okay? I know that's the internet, and I'll block you after you do it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to give you the chance to do it because I know you're going to do it anyway. That particular person. And it's just an undesirable person. He's probably remember that guy on South Park? And he was sitting there playing World of Warcraft, killing everybody, and he's like super fat, and he had fucking Pepsi cans and rock stars all crushed around his house and shit, and just like drooling up the side of his face. His glasses are all cockeyed. Like, that's what I imagine those people would look like, or be. They're just Slarvlelly. Okay? Slarvlelly. Guardrail-trons. Now you must get the terminology. Instead of a gargletron, they're a guardrail-tron, because all they do is keep things from swerving, which they should be doing themselves. I just went and posted in everybody's room, so you guys can feel free to come on in. Great. Shit, no. So I was downloading Nova. It's right here. See, okay. I really appreciate you guys' interest in all this, and hopefully the channel doesn't get like banned from them doing all that, because I'm not doing anything wrong. It's all good. It's that when the donations come in, then they start attacking my stream with multiple reports and making people believe that I'm this person that I'm not. So yeah, I tell people, yeah, I'm sponsored. Yeah, and you could be too. Well, you don't want it? Why not? It's not selling out. Those are badass computers, and we can play with these people that are being, having fun, being successful at streaming instead of tinkering around and beating around the bush like these people are doing, as they have demonstrated to you earlier. Okay. Wow, this is a cool launcher. Now I'm safing it up. They can't get it now. I blocked them. Good job. Good, Aaron. Oh, I gotta press this one, right? Boom, because it's rooted. I can do it. All right. So where was I? Come on down here. Why are you doing this to me? Stop. Stay. Okay, so bloatware, don't care. Don't care about that bloatware. Okay. Got that out. And then this one's very important. The disable system app bloatware Android. I'm gonna bookmark that because there are some people that don't have root or want root. So then I do you have to do code on it with an Android debug bridge terminal interface. Thunder. Yep. Okay, my computer, is that what it is? Oh no, it's remote. There you go, AirDroid Web. Oh no, I'm like messing around with it when I'm already on it. My friend didn't answer. That's concerning to me. I'm gonna do is go ahead and dial to him. So I'm on email. I appreciate that compliment, that nice stream compliment. I will come across your stream too, and I will open up the window and watch you, pay TV. And anybody that sticks around here long enough, I'm going to be coming to watch you too, and I'm going to be giving you support and talking with you on the live stream. Right now, I am doing a reunification with you guys and everybody I've known before, so. Welcome back.
And it brings people together. There we go. Maybe there's another little tree. Yep, you're right again. Right there. There he is.
Where is this?
It doesn't matter.
He's hosting Bob Ross, and he's my friend.
Maybe this one it's not the exact same distance out as the other one, because trees grow any way that make them happy. In fact, if your tree gets
I have a friend request. Who's that? On Twitch? Leela Primal Sum? Of course I will accept you.
Each one's an individual. Let them be that.
Oh my gosh. I like when people request me as friends and they're actually attending to be like, oh, that's neat. I'm going to friend him. I'd like to learn. There's some people who don't know.
And intentionally here, Bring the camera right up here and let's look.
Charlie, whisper.
I want to pick
Come
up
on,
some
whisper.
blue. And
Whisper.
let it
I don't know.
move.
Okay, it doesn't work.
That's going to
That's
create
cool. Oh, there she is.
the illusion of a shadow underneath these trees. See there? See, grab that color.
Let's do it.
And just let it pull right on down.
And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. And the lightning strikes.
Let's go over to this one here. Same
Another sleepless night.
pull.
Run.
Creates that little
Some of
shadow
the words, sorry.
underneath the tree.
I heard you from all the way in here.
There we go.
League of Legends, League of Legends pack. Pick up.
Look at the planes that are in this painting. See all these
Warframe, Neverwinter.
That's what creates
Video
depth
games, free
in the
games. I don't
painting.
care.
Because you know, if you're out
A lot
here
of them
selling
are.
paintings,
A lot of them are pretty pies saying this game is still relevant.
let's have another tree. There's so much
Oh
fun.
shit, it is going crazy over here.
Do this in stages or in layers. Do the thing as farthest away first.
None of that.
Come forward. Continually come forward in your painting.
Okay, so I'm going to open up
This tree to be
the close window I did here. And the blow. Maybe I don't know what it is. Is this it? Yeah. I have to watch them because some of them say freeze. Already subbed? Me? Are you guys subbed? I don't even know. Does that happen when I'm just starting? I don't get it. What does that mean? What does sub mean? Whoa, dude, we're having multiple windows up that are not necessary. Goodbye. Boom. That just happened. Oh yeah, I was playing World of Warcraft and I beat the shit out of it, remember? Alright, here we go. I need this one here. Like so. And this one here. Here comes that damn tornado, guys. Can you see everything? Or do I have to put dual windows up now? Damn it, Beatus. Damn it, Beavis. Mr. Magnum. Oh, I apologize. Okay. Now you'll see on the left here, or whatever side it is to you, these are the listed, safe apps to remove. And then this is my phone over here. Of course. Let's see here. So we're going to go up. And we were in titanium backup. And everything's running good now. Everything's fine. Let's give it a super user. I have permissions, all that. As I go to look for more apps to uninstall because it makes it fast. Okay, answer me. Accessibility. So things that thing in settings that helps. After you disable it, it won't be visible in settings, but you won't be able to have access to it. That's for like, you know, people that have like one finger or none. Just stretch all the way across the screen and stuff. I don't need that, fortunately. This option will completely remove desired apps from apps safe to freeze remove accessibility. Answer me. I don't see that. And all service, I don't see that. Tell me if you see with one of these and I miss it, guys, okay? Chrome, I need that, of course. Downloads, email, easy home, EL test. See how it's a little bit more responsive now, too. I actually really don't need Chrome. I could use like Tor. It's probably going to be my option there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Chrome. No, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Fuck it. That's a dumb choice, but because, you know, you can work around Chrome, you don't need it. What's it? Dumb choice. It's just a lazy one. I'm almost finished with this too, so just bear with me here, and we'll do some art. Object gallery. I'm gonna research these at a later time, the com dots, because there are a bunch that you need to remove. These LG phones are just fucking filled with them. You see that shit? That's just like a bunch of running shit in my phone. Like, that's gonna speed up. Okay, it's very fucking dark. It just hit, like right here. Holy shit. You guys close me in here and shit. Fucking storm. Tornado. No, it's very fucking scarred out there. It's hella scarred. So you can't see what I'm dialing. I'm gonna check. You know what I should do is go, oop. Stick it right there. How's that? That's good ass pizza, huh, buddy? Yeah, man, it was Hawaiian. I was like, well, I'm getting that. Friend ain't answer the phone. That's horrible. So much LG com dots in here. It's so stupid.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Right. Bunghole. Okay, getting into here. Okay. DRM. Downloads. Not using it? No. File manager. Third-party file manager. Okay. Oh, in G now. Okay. GNSS. You can have some of that pizza, dude. You can eat it all, guys. Go ahead. It's badass pizza, dude. Eat it up. It's Hawaiian. So good. I was like, this is good. Playbooks. Home selector. Do I need that again? I'm not gonna mess with the home thing anymore. I don't want to go through that again. Oh my god, it's scary. I'm scared, guys. There's a storm and it's like tornado. Oh my god, I'm ready to puke. It was so good. Input devices. LG Health. System server. Widget. No. Keyboard. Input devices. LG setup wizard. LG smart cover. Live paper picker. I'm not going to use live wallpaper picker. I'm not going to use that. See how he writes in the description? Go check out blackviper.com. What is up? That's a cool ass wolf there, buddy. So what Titanium Backup is doing is taking the code and put it in there to take it out. Lurking, because you're squirking. Not using Google Maps. This is scary, guys. So it's quick. It goes all the way to S. So this is. You need to look at multiple app setups and stuff. Okay, smart notice. But Q is way. Okay, so it's not. Gosh darn it. Yes, it is. I don't know. Okay. On track now. Do you guys use smart tips? Service menu, do we need that? No? Yes. Fuck. Sup, Acrosclicius, dude. Cheers, buddy. Slides. Oh, storage update or software update. Can I uninstall it, please? I really want to. Tags, talk back. Don't need it. Thanks, Disaster Lab. Appreciate that, dude. I am rooting the phone. I'm actually taking out system apps, but video, third-party player. Don't need this one. Don't really like system apps. Well, thank you so much for the follow. It's very appreciated. Welcome to the Sketch Squad, Antitrust Incorporated. We're gaming for kids in local hospitals and streaming from smartphone. I'm on the phone right now. You're watching me navigate, and I've created a incentivized. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Incentivized a system that where you can make money from the sponsorships I've acquired, and you can be sponsored too. We're giving away 2 laptops. Within that, all you gotta do is share the links or sell the stuff. You can now take ownership of it all and sell the stuff. I've did all the work for you. Love you. Talk about video trim. I don't even know who followed me. I'm trying to still check. I don't even know. Is the stream still going? Because it's like scarred hard outside. I don't even know what's going on with this. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. I'll go back to the game scene and look. Oh, Raider Nation Sam's still on there. I don't know who followed last. Thank you very much, though. I will look in a little bit and come follow you back. Please feel free to lurk. I'll lurk back. Let me know you're lurking. I've been up trying to get everyone to come in and to get that roll of people again. So please definitely tell other people that we're gaming for kids in the local hospitals. Streaming from smartphone, 4G LTE. I use over 2,000 gigs a month to exemplify empowerment and unlocking the power of a smartphone device. Thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to come here. I'm going to say that over and over, but I really appreciate that. I'm going to say that. Oh, K-Mac, thanks, dude. It was you. Oh, K-Mac, thanks, buddy. I'm going to come to your channel and make sure that I'm sponsoring you. Where are you from, Disaster Live? So /join. I don't even see you in here, buddy. K-Mac Game 710. Sounds like a fucking tornado is right next to us. Okay, I got full bars. I'm good. Okay, /follow. I'm already following you. There you go, buddy. You can have all your peoples can have that support. I need that caffeine. We're going to be doing some more things here, and I want you guys to be engaged if you want to. I would love for us to interact in a video game. What do you guys play? Let me know. Do you guys want the sponsorships? Like, who doesn't? Who does? Isn't it a streamer's dream to be sponsored by Origin PC? Don't be jealous. Here, take it. Go make you some money. Give me a fucking high five on the way. Ain't here to do nothing else but create excellence for everyone else, and I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm not going to go away. Okay, unless the tornado takes me. My freaking bad. Go check out my Fiverr. I build databases for you and other people. If you guys sell those databases, I'll give you half. Half that commission. Oh wait, this here is the matrix. This here is me. Hello. We are looking at this over here and applying it to this over here, which is my phone. I'm remotely controlling it. Move the mouse. Have you guys ever seen BlueStacks? BlueStacks is tight. You can download any game you want on it. You don't use your phone because usually people's phones aren't like mine, so they don't want to take the time to do that. If you feel like you want to go ahead and give me something, it's always appreciated, never expected. I mean, that's what I'm doing this for, right? I'm trying to split the funds with you guys and build this channel, but what I'm doing is investing. Really purple, man. I'm investing my time and all that. When I split it with you, my 40% doesn't go to me, it goes to you and people I'm going to be giving that laptop away because I want to get a big, massive body of people in here to support it. If we can get 50,000 people up in here to ascertain and acquire these sponsorships, everybody donates $1, that's 50 grand. And then I can, give 10% of that to kids and fill up the donation goal. And then I'll give away the laptops. I'll just send them to you right from here. It can happen right now. Like, I don't need to receive the shit and buy it. I could just buy it right online and send it to you. Whoever wins. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so like fast right now. It doesn't even really matter if I do anything else, except for the com dots. Okay, I'm gonna take a rest on this because I've pretty much done what I need to do. You guys saw it all. I took a bunch of apps out. I had a little issue with the interface because I didn't realize that was the interface I uninstalled before installing a third party. And Nova Launcher is a really good one when you're actually all cleaned out. Cool, huh? Check out the Maverick Nation. It's Magnum. He's fucking badass, dude. We're going to be racing cars, dude. We're going to get in the hot rods, and we're going to drive those motherfuckers, and we're going to haul balls. Excuse my language. But it's going to be really cool, because we're going to do it safely and on the racetrack. Because it's going to be a racing show, too. I mean, we're the sketch squad, so we do impromptu sketches. Okay? Cook, clean, we, do surviving romance, We root phones. We play World of Warcraft. We give people sponsorships for their own hobbies. You know what I'm saying? You don't. If you think that working on a car is a game, more power to you. And especially if you're doing it for kids or a lupus or some sort of social construct to help. You know what I'm saying? Make it be positive. Okay, let me see here. I downloaded a file. Okay. That's pretty good. It's good. We're losing 0% of the stream, no drops. See that? And it's even raining, so if it drops, I apologize. I'll be right back. Do that heart. You got heart, bro. That's what I hear. That's what I hear you telling me when you show me those hearts. Oh, are you seeing what I'm doing? Let me show you. Sodium is an element. I don't know everything, but I believe I vaguely remember that. I don't know. So it is, isn't it? It is, yeah. Can you help me take this brown out of here? Snipey first, what's up, dude? Seen you in a long time. Can I get that to be somehow transparent? I do it in paint all the time, but it's not white. So it's transparent selection. So I can go Control A and then transparent the selection and use the freeform. I don't know, does that work anymore? I hope so. Don't slip on the GPS blip. Don't drip when you trip. Because I bust my non-Audi clip. Are we going to turn into a Bob Ross channel? Bob Ross was an idiot savant, you know. Ah! Right when I said that, too. So we're gonna do that first. I don't even know if it'll frickin' do it. I'm gonna break my middle finger because it just keeps on clicking. I don't even think this will do this. Right? Do this. It'll be all right, but okay. You got to cross those lines right at the end, right? So I hope to God it'll turn white because I can't go through Avery. Do you guys have the Photoshop that'll take that brown out? You cannot have that brown in it. You can only have the black and the blue. Please don't click the right click button again. Sketch. Boom. Okay, so X, N, don't save, paste. It's not doing it. I just forgot. I don't remember. Could fade it with like a brush. It's just way too small. It's not going to work. I could Google it. Official Twitch universe. Sodium being an element. It is an element. I want this project spirit to work. It's a cutout right now, so I thought that the transparent selection might have worked, but it does, but It's not taking it all out. I'd have to get in really close and work a long time. That's why I need a different Photoshop. Oh, that's not my freaking password. It's downloads, okay. So let's type is says all Na sodium. Although sodium is the sixth most abundant element on Earth, and it comprises about 2.6 of the Earth's crust, very reactive element and never found free in nature. Pure sodium was first isolated by Sir Humphrey Davy in 1807 through the electrolysis. What? Why is he putting electricity to caustic soda? The effect. That's smart. Where are you getting this information from? Electrolysis. What the hell is caustic soda? Oh, it's lye. Ah, okay. You know these things too, but at the same rate, that's just a HHO kit. That's only putting that into a HHO fuel cell. Electrolytic concentration of caustic soda. I'm going to go to EDU because EDUs are accredited. I like knowledge. Electrolytic concentration of, oh my god, this is the answer. You're another key to the key box, dude. Prince Magnum. I have something very cool for you to look at that has to do with the electrolysis of caustic soda and lye. With the fuel cell shit that we did taken there. Of course, I already knew that we're going to do this, and somebody just brought this across the stream. Check this out. It's the effect of electrolysis with caustic soda. Electrolytic concentration of caustic soda. So it's got properties in it that help the water turn into hydrogen gas.
Right.
Yeah. And so this is a accredited school, and we're this is a platinum, oxygen, hydrogen, chlorine industry. Thank you for that question. We are going to be sponsored by that HHO kit company, and it's coming. Apparatus, concentration tests. I'm keeping this. Comparison of monometal and nickel electrodes. All of this stuff is going to be in the testing implementation of our system. All of it. Something is going to be more conductive than the other, okay, and produce more emission than the other. So there's already a medium between it, and it's already put into place. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we already have it, but at the same rate, there may be something more exponential for the production. It's right here in this book. Yeah, I got it. Okay. The caustic soda industry is recognized as an essential element of our modern culture. At present, about 2/3 of the caustic soda manufactured in this country is produced by the electrolytic process. Electricity. It's like the shit on the end of a battery. Thank you, official Twitch universe. This is like an old book to review the literature. The alkali chlorine industry. Man has long needed a source for alkali, but it has only been with the growth of the chemical industry that large quantities have been available. That's some cool knowledge, bro. Because I'm going to implement this constant to the process. And you were talking about soda because I was drinking soda. Did you actually mean to lead me to that knowledge? I got hella people in here, dude. They're all talking about, I'm give him a sub, give him, do it. Just gift them, all you guys. And like, that's so sweet. It's, oh, she has it, I believe, and it's Hawaiian. It's hella good. I have like 8 pieces. I don't care. It's like a 16-inch. You eat it. Leaching out the soluble sodium sulfide, which basically the process consists of reducing salt cake with carbon to form sodium sulfide, leaching out the soluble sodium sulfide, and the subsequent treatment of the sulfide with hydrated lime. Lye, dude. Lye is what it is. To produce salt cake. So we could create our own salt cake, bro. This is what that is. It's a chemical reaction to create, so we don't have to purchase it from a company. It's a chemical combustion, a reaction. It's between chlorine, electricity, and or no, that chloride is the byproduct. The byproduct, hydrogen chloride, was a nuisance at first, but it's utilized as the raw material for the production of chlorine. I hope that shit doesn't go in here with me. Fucking blow me up. Interesting. Snipe you first. I got you, dude. Who wants to give me Anthem? You want to give me Anthem? I love you. I will give you all the knowledge I have, which is not much. That was a very good premonition that you have then bestowed. I think I need to give you some sort of kudos for that, bro. This is going to be saved. And you know where I'm going to save it? See all these folders here? I'm going to save it into an encrypted folder. Oh, I don't think you see them. Now watch this. Right here. Check it out. So, I got encrypted shit on my computer. No one can get in it. They can't. They just can't. They try, but they can't. Where did I go? I don't even know where the hell it is. I don't even know, dude. Oh, there it is. Okay, see this box cryptor? Would you? Yeah, boom, done. So important docs. Save. Going right up on in there. Thanks, buddy. And then I'll go ahead and just close my cryptor. Now, guess what? It's gone. You can't see the Google Drive anymore. And you don't know the password to it. So, sorry. This scene that I have on OBS is not hooked up correctly. But I got all the windows set up right. It's just like a need to be developed area. That was a smart notion, dude. Why did you bring that to me? Are you the Illuminati? Check this out. You guys know I can rap, right? No, I suck. Wait a minute. I gotta go to Snipe You First channel. I see you guys talking to me in your rooms, but okay, I followed you 3 days ago. Three days ago, I followed you, bro. Much love, dude. You guys want to play some video games? I got Destiny 2. I got StarCraft, Heroes of the Storm. I got Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering. I love Magic, by the way. Very interesting excerpt there. Official Twitch universe. Are you smarty pants or something? What kind of schooling you got? I love you. Alright. Tetrahydrocannabinol, populi enthralled, contusions, evolutions, confusions of delusions, solutions of mass confusion, fusion. Deception of perception, direction, angled and mangled mind frame, insane, ingrained, technological obstacles, become chronicles, dawn of Kroll. Like, it's Tech 9 stuff, I guess. You see it on there on the screen? Oh, you got host news? I'm gonna post me and host me. No, but these people that continue to try the same thing over and over again makes them insane. And at that rate, they're doing it so relentlessly that they're going crazy doing it. Like, I can see and feel it. And they're like, ah! I'm like, ha, 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 ha. Guten Tag. There's 30 people sitting in my room right now. You guys are the shit. Take the sponsorships and start selling them. Start selling them. What up, badass Matt? Come up on the Twitch, dude. I got 30 people up in here. Come on, dude. We're going big again, dog. We're going to go viral. We're going to go just like Tally. Oh, my God. I remember when I first started streaming, somebody came in with, you got a Razor sponsorship, and you get the meat spin. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, wait a minute. Meat spin doesn't sound right. So I looked it up, and then it was like, all this just is not what they were saying. That's right, dude. Hit that like, come follow on twitch.tv/content creator community TV. I'll type it for you. Badass Matt, you guys go follow Badass Matt right now. Go subscribe to his channel and Prince Magnum of the Maverick Nation. Badass Matt is Team Badass, okay? Content. I'm gonna bring you into this Twitch thing. Man, it's going great. There's a tornado over here and everything. And I have had 1,000 people come in my Twitch today. Golden YouTuber, you just wait in the background and lurk and wait for it to fuck up, don't you? Kyle, yeah, it isn't that good. You're right, and I can switch to USB, but I don't want to. So, and plus, I'm using remote applications and stuff, dude. So it's going to be a little bit. You just to get sponsored by Apex Legends? Right on, dude. Cool. Well, come take the sponsorships. I'm giving it out, man. Giving it out to all the Twitch community that's coming into the channel, and I'm bridging a gap in technology and giving away the affiliate system that I've incentivized. So, in my efforts to game for kids in the hospital and stream from smartphone, help people do it, I applied for these sponsorships. They gave them to me, in which there was a way to let you all take the sponsorships, and I give you 50% of the commission. I take 40, put it into the content creator giveaway right up here, so it lets me add up to it. If you feel like doing that too, great. Come to the Twitch, guys. I'm in Twitch. We got, like I said, we're streaming on 6 different platforms. So people come into different channels, and they desire to be on those channels. That's cool. What is up, guys? How are you doing? I'm coming into Twitch right now. Oh, I got this YouTube Vance, dude. It's the shits. Yeah, you guys should follow each other. Golden YouTuber is a retro, PewDiePie kind of streamer. He does these cool, weird, funny clips, and also reviews and things like that. What's the latest thing you've done, man? Subscribe to PewDiePie or die. I'm not doing any amount of raid runs. I got Shadow Mordor and I fucking got Star Trek. You want to come play Star Trek? You both of you. I don't care if we have to fucking cuddle up on one screen. I'm typing the channel right now. Content creator community. Come on, come follow the Twitch, guys. There's only 8 viewers or 9 viewers now. Badass Matt. I give him and his friend name. Sketch's nickname is Gargamel. Right? Yeah, you do. And you should come give everyone a nickname up in the Twitch. We're sponsored by Children's Miracle Network, Razer, Origin, NVIDIA, Discord, and Gogbox to exemplify social constructs of awesomeness. Like rooting phones and helping people do all this stuff. So what I'm doing is demonstrating what I'm doing to my phone, so that way you guys know what the hell I'm doing, and I'm good at it, or all that stuff, you know. But you can look me up on Google, and I'm all over the place. Content Creator Community TV. There you go. That's crazy. I can't believe anybody didn't take that. I'm like, cool. So here we are in YouTube. EA sponsored me with. I'm like relatively sponsored with EA. Because if Restream, I'm in their pack. I can't say anything about it though. I'm in a Discord channel with the administrators of Restream. Okay. Alrighty then. Come to the channel and follow it. T-Series was ahead of PewDiePie for a little bit, but PewDiePie came back. Pound it, bros. Yeah, Apex Legends. Congratulations. Oh, do I EA games? Do I get what with Apex Legends? No, you don't get the Restream communion. It's very far few in between, man. But I try to help people understand that. I will, if you have to do a bunch of things before you can even think about getting into Restream. So I'm not going to even go there until you've completed most of the Sketch Squad streamer achievement quests. Where am I doing here? So we're looking up brain farts. Golden YouTuber. Here is moderation. Why can't I mod you? Why can't I mod you? I'm coming in here to mod you right now. Stay in the channel. Don't abuse it. Follow the rules. Follow the rules. Love you. I love you, bro. That's why you're getting it. Don't erase my YouTube channel. Just kidding. No, right now I'm trying to get with Apex. I didn't get it. I did not get it. Well, first of all, make the what you got to do is make the content and win, and be like really high in rank. And once you're really high in rank and you've made the content, they may give it to you. I would suggest doing another function, like something else for the community, before you try for it. Because then you can go, oh, look, I'm doing this and this. May I have this? And they'll be like, yeah. All I did was say, I'm the pioneer of mobile streaming, period, to Origin PC. And they gave it to me. I can show you the freaking email. Want to see it? I can show you my email of acceptance from Origin PC right now. I'll do that. Check this shit out. There I am on my own stream, Okay. Fucking 7-Eleven, dude. Thank God. Thank heaven it's 7-Eleven. Look, the Origin PC affiliate application has been approved. This is for the affiliate system. Doesn't mean I'm an affiliate. It means you guys get commissions. See, commissions. Prince Tiger, you're being beckoned. Prince Tiger is hella tired. We just had a tornado scare. He worked all day. All commissions paid on a quarterly basis via check to the U.S. address. Well, for Origin PCs, I guess that I'm going to have to do that. So that's for the commissions. Okay, Badass Matt, but what rank are you? Do you play ranked? Prince Magnum, what's up, Prince Tiger? Would you like a seat? My legs are fucking larged. Oh. This phone is amazing, dude. Let me get up there. And let me see yourself.
Yes, I've seen that movie Twister, but honestly, at the time that came out, there was a made-for-TV movie that was even better. The movie that you really want to see is called Night of the Twisters.
Ranks, okay. The Night of the Twisters, I've seen that.
And a kick-ass movie if you ever want to watch it.
Control my phone, bro. And I did everything on the damn thing. Killed all that bad bloatware apps, and it hauls balls now. And the battery life is gonna last forever too.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not looking lurking. Nothing wrong with that.
Ron Hubbard.
Here in a little bit, once things kind of settle down a little bit more, wife is using the hotspot on my phone right now, and once she's done with that, I'll be loading a video myself. I do more. Well, you know mine. Oh, right.
Mobile streaming.
Right. I told them that in my channel all the time, you know.
Check this guy's channel out. By the way, I'm shouting him out because we're co-business partners in the DOI hot rodding. He's teaching me about that.
Should have called the tornado. You could have ended up in the Actually,
you're funny, bro.
Kansas is not that far away from us here in Missouri. Missouri and Kansas City is part of.
Don't tell them the demographic.
Right.
Where in Missouri at it?
Missouri is part of Tornado Alley.
Dude, yeah, it was all green and shit and like fucking hailing.
I ain't scared no ghost. Anyhow. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Thanks, guys. They don't have a rank system, dude, for reals?
Oh.
30 people just chilling.
30 people, huh?
There's been more, too. I've had 15 times. At one time, I've had like 12 or 1,300 over a 3-day incumbency.
Yellow radio. Let's see. Now, the real question is, since y'all are in here, I will let you all decide the video. I've got a Legend of Zelda tribute video.
Yeah, let's watch that shit. I was just thinking that today. We should play your shit on stream.
The other one that we have a surviving romance video that basically shows you how to do I show you how to do a magic trick for your other half, and it's great for parties and all that good stuff.
Rise up, let's follow us up, support this channel. Hey man, you are supporting this channel.
And that's awesome. That's awesome. And the other one is well, part of me wants to release that first video.
You can pull up whatever you want.
The one-off exhibition for later this year. Crazy stunt that I'll be pulling on my 40th birthday.
We are gonna go drag racing.
Well, not exactly drag racing, but it's a
I'm
one.
gonna put this damn whole system in your car. We're gonna be doing it from a smartphone technology. All these freaking cameras with overlays and stuff. It's gonna be really neat. It's gonna be arty and very fun to watch. You better be wearing a helmet.
I ain't scared.
Check out YouTube.com. It's Prince Magnum, guys.
Oh wow, yeah. If you guys wanted to really see some cool stuff, hang on here. Yeah, I gotta name those. I'll actually
vote for the
Zelda.
Oh yeah, YouTuber. You guys come on down to the Twitch. You can see everybody's chat. You can't see everybody's chat now. Just navigate, have whatever you need. We did a hot rodding interview last night. We should play that for him too.
Let's see.
I hope Tim's okay, dude. He's not answering me at all.
It maybe it works still. Let's see. Showed how to do different types of grilled cheese sandwiches in that one.
Oh yeah, we even did GTA 3, and we're doing cooking in the kitchen and doing productions, dude.
Yep. The poached egg salad. That was good. Right.
You guys feel the necessity to pay it forward for Prince Magnum, Golden Youth, any of these people coming in here right now, please do. Sub to them, support them.
Right.
Give them love, man. They're cool people. They do cool content.
Yeah,
and they're trying their butts off to be in this. So we want to all be in this, and I'm going to all show you all how to do it too.
Right.
I'm not the only one here.
Now, if you guys, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there enjoy hot rodding stuff. I have a mini series on the channel for do-it-yourself budget hot rodding called Performance Not Included, and a lot of it's focused on the performance of the 1970s.
This is what I've been talking about, dude. Like the carburetor system versus the EFI, and how we manufacture these right now and get a better, because in the 80s they tried remanufacturing the carburetor and making it,
Well, it was in the 70s. What
now? You could fucking 3D print it, and it costs no money or time.
Right. Well, the thing of it is in the 1970s we discovered gas mileage, and I talked about this last night.
Before you start, I wanted to show you.
Well, it's a reference to that because most of the time you had to put the performance back in those cars of the 70s and the 80s. The number one problem that you suffered in the 1970s was the fact that, the numbers had dropped
dramatically. Got so far.
Oh man.
That it needs to be, the brown needs to be gone, so the effects can be there.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get her art to be simplified. And that's going to take a lot of time, like the paperwork did.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'll let the man talk. My bad, guys.
But when it comes to again, the 1970s, the performance was there, and the number one problem that we always hear, like the engine for my car, Project Spirit, the number one thing that I always hear people say, well, it was only rated for like 85, 87 horses. For an inline six, but then you'll see me sliding around corners doing all this crazy stuff, and I've even gotten.
Do you know how much fucking gas mileage you can get out of one of those? Having it be that little horse?
Well, the thing of it is by 1973, around 1973, 74, car manufacturers started listing the net horsepower instead of the gross horsepower, and there is an actual difference between the two. Gross horsepower is what you're getting at the flywheel. The net horsepower is what you're getting at the rear wheels. And because of that, the problem is that, so 85 horses isn't what it would be on the old scale of like 1970. Mm-hmm. So because of that, the numbers look really bad. If you were to twist my arm, more likely it's probably close to about 120, maybe 130. Best case scenario would be 150. Best case scenario, but most likely it's probably about 120 horses, which doesn't seem like that much. But
tie-dye dog.
That's neat. But for a lightweight Ford Maverick, that's more than enough to take you sideways. Like I did one on the Mustang 2. The Mustang 2, that was hilarious.
Look at this dude. He's all tie-dye, guys. Sorry, buddy.
Oh.
Trying to find your rabbit.
Hmm. It's somewhere in there.
We're the content creator community or something.
Yeah. Okay. So, where was I?
Content Creator Community Incorporated. What's
Hmm.
Sketch Squad?
So, like the Mustang 2, it had the same 302 in 1975 that the Ford Maverick did, and it was rated at 120 horses, which is probably a little closer to 200 horses. And everybody I've ever talked to about that ever had a Mustang 2 with a 302 in it, they said, shoot, I went sideways everywhere. But yet you talk to performance enthusiasts today, and the first thing they say, oh, the numbers weren't there. They read the manual, evidently. They read the brochure. That's about it, you know. So because of that,
Don't mind me, I'm just engineering right now, guys.
Mhm.
Sorry. Prince Matt goes to start the show right now.
So that, I mean, again, I mean, the numbers were there, but you know, if you wanted bigger numbers, you had to coax it out. The Ford Edsel, yes, was one of the ugliest cars.
Wait a minute.
That was around the 1950s. The 58 was probably the
How
best.
old are you, Golden YouTuber?
He knows he's a he's a
He's young.
yeah he's a young performance enthusiast. As a matter of fact, the reason why the inline six in my old Maverick, yeah, you're right, that the Edsel was one of the ugliest cars, and right up there with it was the AMC Pacer and the
That's fucking funny. How can you tell your acting is really starting?
that's bad.
Braille, right?
Mhm.
Hey, my mom's blind.
Mhm.
I don't take
Let's see
offense. You don't.
that's just wrong.
That is wrong.
Oh man,
Switch a little bit.
let's see
To the left. To the left. To the left.
let's see yeah, the AMC Pacer was an ugly car, but it is quite possibly the car that killed AMC.
AMC was good though.
AMC was a good car, and ironically enough, so was the Pacer. The problem was most people don't.
I like basketball, buddy.
Ooh.
It's not like I don't like basketball. It's just I'm not interested, but I do. Like, free throw.
Matter of fact, most of the cars I've ever owned is out of the 70s. They handle better than cars of the 60s. In the 80s, the cars handled pretty good too from the 80s. And I've had cars from the 90s all the way up to, I think the newest one we've ever had is the one we got now, a 2003, and it handles okay.
It's a fucking badass.
Oh yeah, she quick, you know.
Welcome to the Antitrust Content Creator Community Incorporated. This is our guest star, Prince Magnum of the Maverick Nation, hot rod extraordinaire, and coined the most romantic husband in Missouri, master of magic and sleight of hand, historian, aspiring theologist. 13 years, he's crazy, man. He got all kinds of experience, dude. Medical stuff, that's insane. Cars.
The list keeps
It just
going.
doesn't stop, bro. It's just like the Matrix code falling on your freaking face like, it's raining money and shit.
Well, the reason why that is because of the simple fact that I'm one that if I have an interest in it, I'll learn as much as I can about it. You know, that's just. Let's see.
Show us cars.
Cars? Okay, hang on. I will show you.
At 500 subs, we're giving this away. He's giving this away, right?
Yes.
500 subs, dude, right here. You got a new steering wheel.
New steering wheel cover.
Last night we were looking at the sexiest cars in the world, bro.
The most sexiest car, in my opinion, is the 1957 Chevy two-door. Take your choice, any two-door 57 Chevy, whether you want to call it the hardtop, the sedan, which most people don't know the difference between the two, and of course, the convertible 57 Chevy. The Bel Airs were gorgeous, gorgeous cars back in the 1950s. Right behind that, I would say the 55 Chevy, then the 56, then the 1959 Chevy. I mean, choose any.
Play so calm, Prince Magnum.
Well, what the flip?
We got Star Trek. You guys want to play Star Trek? After we see awesome cars, like go down the freaking wormhole, like freaking Enterprise and shites.
This particular video right here is the video. Yeah, this was just kind of a short that I did.
Where's my Punisher shirt? Damn it!
I've been trying to get you one. Right after we did the front disc brake conversion, it was like the same day we buttoned everything up. It was at a buddy's house.
How much are 1957 Chevys worth today? It depends on type and condition.
Actually, a Resto Mod 57 Chevy, an original, not where you actually built one. A Resto Rod 57 Chevy, original body, ironically sells, what the heck? What are you talking about here? Okay. So the 19, see, what are they? They're selling, those are selling, Resto Rod 57 Chevys are selling around about, I think, about 75 grand.
Okay, and if it's in a bad condition, it's going to go from 10 to 13 because they freaking.
Oh, no, 20.
If any of the compartments are like rusted inside, it will go for that low if the seller's retarded.
Yeah, if you find someone that doesn't know what they got.
Yeah, thanks for the support, dude. Go follow Disaster Live right now, guys. He's busting out some running the gun and gauntlets.
A fully restored to factory condition will sell up close to 1 mil, and one that's in original condition, never needed any work, but still runs, all that stuff. We're talking original condition, and has never had well over 1 mil.
Oh, wow.
Yep, those are technically around. I've heard of some stories for them going upwards around close to 2 million.
Dude.
2 million for a 57 Chevy. And they're quite, to give you an idea, 57 Chevys actually sell better. You know, they're worth more than Corvettes, and there is only one other Corvette that's worth more than a 57 Chevy, and that's like a Corvette from the 1950s, ironically enough. They're worth that much.
Dude, so check this out. I was uninstalling system apps and I accidentally installed the whole interface.
Yeah.
And so since I know about phones, I was able to go into the settings
Yeah.
and go into the apps and start it up. So I started up PDANet and then got on the internet and downloaded the app on my computer and it sent to my phone.
Ah,
And I'm like, yay, I'm back to normal and it's flying now.
Right.
I took out everything.
but there's an actual video, the Shays Angels Car Club, where this was before hooked up with Jam and John, and it was a car show to raise money for suicide prevention and awareness. So I was already doing charity events and things like that. It was a lot of fun. It was a great car show. I didn't trophy that day, but everyone was just glad that I was there.
This guy's got a bunch of trophies from his car sitting in the freaking living room.
Yeah.
And we got an Atari, dude, one of the small Nintendos.
There you go.
We got all of the games, every single one of them ever made.
This video actually goes into detail how we actually did the front disc brake conversion.
How does it cost to get custom car?
Oh, how much?
How much?
It depends. It depends. I like the old Google horns myself.
Ooh.
Yep.
Small balls, bro. That's what it's talking about, right?
Yeah. This is Project Spirit. Oh, I like the
Hi, bro.
I love
very
it.
drunk in there. Sorry, I'm selfish.
Hello once again, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome once again to Do-It-Yourself Budget Hot Rodding, and the video where we talk about doing Project Spirit's front disc brake conversion. Parts numbers that you see rolling on by are the parts that we used on Project Spirit, okay? And let me say right now, if you plan to do the same setup, get these part numbers. Even if you don't plan to use AutoZone or O'Reilly's, these part numbers will be a big help to you. Because
on the
if you
internet
don't
too,
get
there's
those
the
part
cost-effective
numbers,
ones that you can see or that are
you know, then
quality
you're
or
going to be
maybe-
trying to figure it out
You
once
don't
you
have
go
parts.
in
You don't
to do,
or
you know,
3D print them and get a
to
3D
do
print.
your setup.
Well, no,
you're gonna
these
searching.
have to
Just
be
save
made
those
of
guys
steel.
a lot of headaches. Get
3D print steel.
Oh, we're getting to that point now?
Oh, buddy. We're printing freaking nanotechnology.
Okay. This parts list actually narrows down things so easy. And when I would buy the parts, I ended up having to go and call like O'Reilly's if I didn't get a part from them or whatever. And I'd have to go back and forth like that so I could actually get this information for you guys. You know, so I actually did all the footwork in this video, literally explaining what you needed to do this exact setup. And all total, it cost like close to $850, but she stops on a dime. I'm not kidding you. The joke I used to have about Project Spirit, and I mentioned this a couple of times in this video, that the joke I used to have with the front disc brake, well, the front drum brakes that used to be honored, that my car wouldn't stop on a dime, but it'll stop on a Buick.
the part numbers, even if you're not.
Hey, it's Joker and Harley Quinn.
Those numbers anywhere else besides, you know,
Yeah,
O'Reilly's or, you know, AutoZone. Now, the only thing that you can't get from those places or most other parts stores are those parts right there. The spindles, brake caliper brackets, and splash guards. You got to get
They
those.
just went through a lot, dude. Go sub to him. He needs that support.
Okay, good question. Who's the greatest NASCAR?
Wait, let me answer that first because you got the right answer. Is that cool?
Go for it.
Dude, Dad's lost his friend. Oh God, his dude died. Black car.
No, he was good, but he wasn't the best. I mean, a lot of people will argue that. You're thinking of
Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt, the
Sheriff Gordon, dude.
no, the man who actually owns
Talladega Nights, bro.
the man who owns the most
I want to go fast.
the most wins is hang on, just had it. Richard Petty. Richard Petty's the man.
I mean,
That it's still that way. He's the one that has the most NASCAR wins ever. Richard Petty. He's also the one who actually in like 1970 took a a Plymouth Superbird and was doing like over 202 miles an hour in that thing. It was ridiculous.
Limited. Okay. Onward and upward. First thing that we got to talk about is some of the challenges doing this swap outside. We were at the mercy of the weather, and notice that I said mercy.
It kept raining constantly while we were doing the work. Real quick, if you look very closely, I'll kind of point. You'll see that kind of blue stripe. That is not factory. My wife, Princess Faye, actually took pinstripe tape and did this herself. I bought the professional grade, and she put it on herself. And if you get a good look at the hood, it took her 2 hours just to do that hood. The rest of it didn't take her very long, and she'll tell you she has fun doing that stuff.
oh hell yeah.
Right?
We were constantly dealing with the weather, just not cooperating with us. Temperature dropped. It rained. We had to work under a tarp. It got very cold. On top of that, T-Bone ended up suffering an ankle injury, so the work was slowed down. On top of that, one of the other challenges was most everyone that I ever talked to.
That's a good question. Could a minivan become faster than those really fast sports cars? I'd like it to be modified to go real fast. Okay, I'm going to tell you the honest to goodness truth. Yes, it can. How?
That motherfucker right up the chassis, though.
There you go. But the problem is that minivans.
Dude, I've got crap internet on a phone. You got a phone with unlimited internet?
He's got the answer.
We're streaming from a smartphone right here in my hand that I'm playing with at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, It blows my mind what he does with it.
The pioneer of 4G LTE smartphone multicasting, the SketchSquad Incorporated.
He can show you how to do it. It's ridiculously
Doing it all
easy.
day, showing you guys. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah. Where was I? The problem with minivans is you have this heavy van body set down on a car, on a setup for a car. So these parts are technically not exactly made for this sort of thing. It's not really designed for what they're using it for. So you're basically adding a lot of stress to these parts. So in essence, you're kind of, I mean, you could do it, but your best bet is if you have something that's easily modified and could beat a sports, and still kind of be family friendly. The most family friendly vehicle you can get, and you can still get parts for some of them, get a station wagon, and that's not a joke. Ironically enough, station wagons are good in all weather, and it doesn't matter if they're front wheel drive or rear wheel drive. I myself like the rear wheel drive
I got a
ones.
funny story.
Okay.
So back when I was like 7 or 8,
Mm-hmm.
my stepdad Nick brought. Do you have unlimited AT&T? Answer that, because I can get you the same damn thing as what we're doing now. So Dad brought home a brown station wagon, right? It was like 80 something, and our dogs were German Shepherd, Rottweiler, and well, Lily was purebred German Shepherd. Buster was Rottweiler and German Shepherd. We put him in the back, right, to go to the trip to the beach, and came back, and they had pooped in there, and my mom's blind. She cleaned it all out. And so she's like, I'm going to go clean moldy pudding because it was brown.
Oh, my God.
And it was nasty, dude. I was like, that's gross, Mom.
But
I can't see, Johnny.
But yeah, station wagons are they're easy to modify, and the cool thing about it is if you get the rear wheel drive ones, well, you know that lightweight rear ends don't lock up as well as ones that have got all the weight, towards the front, which is, if you got more weight on the back, you'll have better traction. So rear wheel drive station wagons are definitely the way to go. Because there's all that extra weight in the back, and these things are phenomenal. They'll go anywhere you want a truck to if you got a posi track rear end. I mean, they'll go anywhere. So
usually took the stuff off of a Maverick that they salvaged from a junkyard and put it on a Mustang. It wasn't usually the other way around, so we were kind of in new territory.
Real quick, talking about that. Matter of fact, I actually, when I called Mustang Unlimited, and I ended up having to talk to some tech guy, and I forget the guy's name, and I really apologize for that. But when I called Mustang Unlimited for the spindles for my front disc brake conversion, they basically said that the Mustang setup will bolt right in place of the Maverick. He's got Metro PCS for his phone. Okay, so he can do something with that. Don't worry, he can do something with that. But when I was getting parts for this conversion,
I use Metro PCS because it sucks. And the reason why I use Metro is because it's truly prepaid. If the service goes out, they're not going to charge me every month. It says
right.
$50 a month. At that point, I'm like, okay, well, it's unlimited hotspot, and I can get up to like 150 megs down. So what you need to do is change your price plan to the unlimited service, and then do the bloatware removal that I just did on the stream. Or else it won't work right.
But yeah, everything bolted right in place. It was really cool. And
It's not old dude, is it? Oh, that's old dude. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Acros PCS.
When it comes to suspension, this guy right here is the guy that he knows suspensions.
I got a $900 ticket.
Dang.
I was hauling balls down to Las Vegas.
120 is the worst I've ever gotten.
As a matter of fact, when I called Mustang Unlimited, they're like, "You're really doing this to them?" And,
I
wow,
paid
this
it
is going
off.
to be awesome. They got really excited because this meant that their parts are being used for something else just besides a Mustang or a Mercury Cougar. In the challenge, we ended up finding that certain things for the Maverick worked and certain things could only be for the Mustang, okay, when you're doing your parts.
Yep.
For example, you could use the rotor and wheel bearings for the Maverick. That worked out just fine.
Real quick, when he was taking off the drums, we were kind of worried that the springs were going to fly off the drum brake setup, and I was kind of nervous about the camera, because if it had done that, it could have taken out the camera, could have taken out me, him, anybody else, and banged up the car really good. And I got enough body work to do on old Spirit.
But then we found that the calipers, the brake pads, that had to be specifically for the Mustang. Things like that. We found that out very quickly. Now, when we were putting the new rotor on, we found out that for the splash guard, there was actually a piece that we didn't actually end up needing that came with the kit for the Maverick rotor. It wouldn't allow it to seat right, so we ended up not using it. But I will suggest getting some rolled up cork. Mustang Unlimited offers like this, almost like a foam gasket. We didn't use that. We cut one from cork.
There was another hearing me talk about this. When I talked about making a gasket, it was one of my favorites to do. It took me a minute to do it, and it was well worth it. There's like a gasket that goes in between, like the splash guard and the spindle, and kind of keeps moisture out of there and keeps it from seeping into your wheel bearing system, which we know you've got grease in there. The water won't necessarily wash it out, but it'll kind of ruin that oil base to the grease. And what that seal basically prevents it. It's just a gasket is all it is. And they have like this foam piece, and you basically use that to kind of cut your gasket. And you can't buy that gasket. You have to make it. And there was another YouTuber, and I forget his name, but he basically just used rolled up cork gasket, and he cut it out and put it in there with some silicone gasket sealer, and it's just fine. And that's what we're using on that. And it'd be just fine. That setup will last me from now until the end of time.
From rolled up cork, and that actually works out just fine as a seal, which you'll see that later on in the video. Now, a few safety tips that I will suggest, especially if you're doing this outside. Number one, when you're taking the old drum setup off, be careful of those springs. They'll fly off, hit you, the guy holding the camera, or your project. So be careful of those springs. Another thing to take into mind, okay, brace your project up. Don't just use jack stands, because we ended up having a situation that I'm going to actually have to replace some parts on. When we went to separate the upper and lower ball joints, we had to use an extra jack. And the jack that was used to try to help separate the top, even using the ball joint splitter, we ended up...
Yes, I know about the car that you're talking about. It was some sort of Porsche. I forget which one it was, but it was the one that killed James Dean. And the curse behind that particular car, it ended up in a salvage yard, and somebody took some parts for it and put it on another race car. And as soon as he did, he was in an accident. And that happened a couple of times. And then basically they just crushed that car because of that. So yeah, I know that cursed car. Most people don't know that one. While I'm also talking about safety tips, back when I had my '78 Camaro, we had my cars still have the slot for what they call a bumper jack. And if you don't know what a bumper jack is, basically it's just a little hook thing that kind of attaches to a jack, and it has this thing kind of goes straight up and down. It's kind of weird looking. And what you do is you put that little hook in the bumper, you jack the car up, and if you didn't get it level or you were on maybe gravel and it would slip, car'd come down on you. So I don't recommend those today, but that's what we had back in the old days. Well, I had that happen where it slid off and the car about crushed, the Camaro about crushed me between another. Hey, what's going on? Snipey, you first. Be sure to check out his channel. Be sure to subscribe to this guy. But what happened was I nearly got crushed between two cars when that bumper jack fell off. So make sure that whenever you're doing this stuff, make sure you do level ground and be very, very safe. Okay, I'm not kidding you. Cars, I've seen where cars have fallen on people and done serious harm to them. So be careful there.
It's having to use a jack. Well, it slipped off the jack, destroyed the lower ball joint, and it destroyed the outer tie rod end. Just split the boots. They're not holding grease, so we're just going to have to replace those parts. I've got a few of those parts already. Not a big deal, but save yourself some headaches and, just be careful, okay? Also expect rusty bolts, okay? They're not going to want to cooperate on these old cars.
Bear in mind, folks, when you hear me talk about rusty bolts and everything, that is a commonplace problem with these old cars. Parts get old, they get rusty, especially, these old ones because of the fact that they're made of metal, okay? They're made of steel. Now, I'm going to tell you all a little secret. When you're restoring a car and you want to reuse those parts matching numbers, because in a lot of cases that does actually matter with some car shows. So say you got a mismatched bolt or something like that.
They're gonna dock you.
Yeah, it'll dock points. Not a joke. Matter of fact, there was a particular gentleman who had restored a first generation Camaro. I think it was like a 1968 Camaro. And he was complaining that a couple of bolts had missing, didn't have the right numbers, and technically it would dock points at a car show for the ones that are that serious. I don't think anybody gets that serious anymore. But when I heard about this, it was like I think it was back in like 2000. So.
Because dude, look, if the car all around has chrome and one's got one chrome with it's all tripped off or something,
Right.
they're gonna be like, that's shit.
Well, that's an aesthetic thing. I'm talking about numbers that match specifically to. Yeah. Now that being said, if you've got rusty bolts or anything like that, get yourself one of those stupid gem tumblers and put it in there and let it tumble, and it takes care of that rust. Little secret. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes, dude. Oh, all right. Give me just a moment, guys. I'll be right back.
Holy crap. Oh, badass fucking view. Batmobile. I'm gonna start posting this in the Discord. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I thought you guys would drive real well. You remember us saying that. Prince Tiger is a cool dude. Tell you what. I can't say nothing bad at all about anybody. He has given me a place to stay after my house burned down, so that's where I am right now. He is cool, dude, isn't he? He knows a lot about freaking cars, dude. What's up, Ron Hubbard? They're both cool people. He knows a lot about cars. A lot.
My ass just sits there and does technical shit. Or play video games with you. I'll play World of Warcraft. I got Star Trek. You guys want to play Star Trek? I like eating mushrooms, bro. I love mushrooms, but they get so fucking sick to my stomach. Yeah, those things are processed, dude. You're gonna have to scoot a little bit. Yeah, he's a car expert. I told you. Hot Rod Extraordinaire. He owns his own company, and I named it. If he wants to, it's subject to change, though, because it's his. I had an idea, just coming up with it. What do you guys think of Into Illusions? Classic concept car. I think it sucks, actually.
Thanks, Golden YouTuber. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
all right.
CSGO?
Let's see. Here we go. Hang on here.
Even cars that have got 10 years on them will have rust. And if it's a used car, like most of your older ones are, anyways, you're going to find that someone's been under there monkeying with them. And you might have rounded nuts. We didn't find too much of that on Project Spirit, thankfully. But it was rusty bolts. But you'll find rusty rounded bolts. So be expecting to use a lot of WD-40.
Which that's commonplace. Which there's also knocker loose, and there's all sorts of off brands of WD-40.
Really
but no, just a good penetrating oil. Now something else that I use, and this is kind of a life hack thing for you guys. And I'll show you this. If this works good for squeaky door hinges and things like that, this is Marvel's Mystery Oil. Okay. And I put it inside the spray bottle.
Be careful with the computer.
Right. No, that's why I'm aiming it away to the side.
Don't touch the driveway.
Right. Now, what you do is you spray this on rusty bolts and stuff like that. And a lot of times it'll sink in there a lot better than regular penetrating oil. And this is amazing stuff. I use it on rusty hood hinges, hood latches, door hinges, all that stuff. And this keeps it from squeaking. So if I'm about to go to a car show, what I'll do is if I think Project Spirit has too many squeaks, I'll spray this in certain areas and kind of let it sit and wipe everything down so it stays nice and clean and everything. Then go to a car show, they think everything's all brand new and everything. That's an inside.
Marvel Mystery Oil. Yeah. That's what you use it for. When I was a kid, I thought you put it up in your engine.
You do.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Okay, you put it in your engine oil and put gasoline, and those old engines run amazing. And if you're a little late on your oil change, put a little bit in the old oil, and it'll kind of stretch it a little bit, so you're not getting a whole lot of engine clatter. Another little secret. But yeah, that Marvel's Mystery Oil, it's one of those things that if there's a guy who basically used some sea foam on an engine to kind of clean out carbon deposits. Well, we found that when you looked at Marvel's Mystery Oil, it does almost exactly the same thing. The difference is that Marvel's Mystery Oil is about $3 to $4 cheaper. Okay,
right.
Do the math. Okay, do the math.
Knocker looser, whatever penetrating oil you prefer, just expect to use a lot of it when you're dealing with these front ends. Okay? Just rusty bolts, just the way it is. Okay? So do yourself a favor, take your time, and do it right. Okay? I can't stress that enough. Okay? Take your time. If you're doing it yourself, you don't have to worry about it's your project. Take your time. Okay. Another issue that we ran into is the brake.
Real quick, as best as you can see, if you see that little brace that's connected to the fender, I actually fixed that. I actually soldered all the holes in because solder has a lot of lead in it. Most people don't know this. In the old days, we didn't use body putty to fill weld lines. We used to use actual lead. We would heat lead up with a torch and would fill that in and smooth it out. So by using the heavy solder in on that brace, I was actually able to fill the holes and it won't rust. You know, it works out nice. Yep. And then painted it Ford blue.
Lines. The rubber brake lines going from
no,
Maverick
talk
to
about
Mustang.
cars, man.
Use that part number up there. We thought we were going to be
Prince
using the
Magnum,
ones for the Maverick,
Magnum.
and it just became a nightmare. And in the end, we ended
Ford
up
Magnum.
having to go
And
to
the Maverick
one.
Magnum.
Had to go
Here,
to
I've
a
heard Magnum
banjo
right
fitting
now.
for the brake line. That part number up there will work pretty much with, you might have to make one or two small adaptations going from the steel line to the rubber line, but that's it, okay? We did the footwork for you. All right, now in this clip right now, you're starting to see it really come together, okay? You know, it's bright and shiny. It looks pretty. Don't worry, it won't stay that way. That's just the nature of
hold on, I'm gonna
a
put it
daily
back.
driver.
Sorry.
But you can really see it coming together.
Oh, darn it.
Again, take your time, okay? Make sure everything's right. We typically found that in most every situation, everything bolted up with no questions to, you know, to Project Spirit, to that Maverick setup. In most cases, again, utilize the part numbers that I've got available. Save you a lot of headaches down the road. Right here in this clip, we're starting to kind of see what I was talking about, how we started to use one setup. You will not be able to reuse the rubber brake lines for...
Okay, talking about those soft lines or the rubber brake lines, one of the major things that, and I talked about it in the video, but I'm going to explain in a little bit more depth, is the fact that the front disc, the front drum brakes don't require as much pressure as the front disc brakes. So the pressure, the PSI, you know, resistance, I guess is the best way to put it, is different. Because it doesn't require as much pressure for front drums, you can't use those for disc brakes, but you can go the other way, if you will. And I didn't exactly mention that in the video.
For the, you know, for the drum brakes, you're not going to be able to reuse those. They won't hold up to the pressure to take, you know, for the, you know, they're not going to be able to withstand the pressure that it takes to use disc brakes. So change those out, okay? And you, again, use the part numbers that I showed. Now, when it comes to wheel bearings, pack those suckers full. Pack them full of grease. Use, basically, I'm going to tell you, use 3 times more than you think you're going to need. Make sure grease is coming out of every orifice, okay?
Yeah, when you pack wheel bearings, you basically all you do is you just put a thing of grease in your hand like such, and you just sit there and just kind of work it in. Some people will just kind of do this almost like where they pat it in there. I don't like that. I actually like to just press it into the grease inside the palm of my hand, and I'll just keep working it till it's just a gooey, nasty, greasy mess. It's absolutely, yeah. That's pretty much it. You just put a big ball of wheel bearing grease. There you go. He's not giving up on it.
Don't, dude. Make it really nice before you send it in and proofread it, and look at some other examples of somebody's persuasive paper did for video games. Go to school at the edu.edus and find something there that's accredited, so you're.
And if you need help with that, I'm pretty good with coming up with kind of that terminology that'll help with that. I mean, Jam and John's seen the work that I've done. Just contact me through.
I fucking suck though.
Contact me through princemagnum1@gmail.com, and I'll even give you my phone number, and I'll even walk you through.
Let's put it up on screen right now.
Okay, you do that.
We're doing calls too. If you guys want to call in.
Yep.
On Discord. So we'll go add packs. And we'll guide you through a lot of stuff here. We're good people. So
yeah, I've actually at one time I was actually going to be a Oh, and I'm not actually putting my number up there.
Oh yeah.
But just put
my bad. We'll give that to you.
It's all
I almost fucked up there.
It's all lowercase. Remember?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
I'm just making it look nice. Not with Gmail, at least. Not with any web address.
Right.
Let's make it colored.
There you go.
Make it colored here.
There you go. That'll be nice and bright and shiny. There you are. Now you can just contact me through there. Whoa. I'll help you out as best as I can. It might take me a moment to get back to you, but what you do is you send me your phone number, and I'll even actually walk you through and everything.
You get on Discord. You got Discord on your phone.
That's true. I can do it that way too.
Always protect your identity.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The last thing you want is your wheel bearings to seize up because it'll pull your whole brake setup along with your tire and wheel from the spindle, and basically it looks like something right out of a cartoon. Basically, you're still going straight, but your tire and brake setup for that side of the car is going the other way. And then right quickly after that, you're going to have one of the most horrible accidents you could ever see. Don't do that to yourself, don't do that to your passengers, and don't do that to your project. Make sure you pack those full of grease and pack them with the right grease, okay? Again, and even put them on the spindles when you go to put everything on. Put them, and once it's in there, pack some more in there. Pack it inside the dang rotor. Make sure that you got plenty on the races. I mean, just pack that sucker full. Because the last thing you want is a horrible accident. Okay.
Post it to Pootie Pie. Post it to fucking Soda Poppin'. Post it to the gaming communities.
Real quick, what I was actually talking about in here, and I've had something almost like what I was talking about, but I have seen it where people did not maintain these wheel bearings, and what ended up happening was it seized up on them, and their tire, the wheel, the brakes, and the wheel bearings basically pulled everything, basically broke, and it pulled right off the spindle. The tire's going off that direction. They're still going straight. Yeah, it is not.
Phone fucking kicks ass now that I did all that work to it for you guys on live stream. It's amazingly fast.
Yep.
It's crazy, dude. Look at the speed we're getting. We're not dropping. Like I told you. The applications do a lot to do with the processor speed.
He's great with technology. I'm good with the old analog cars, if you will.
We're gonna combine forces, man. Like Captain Planet, dude.
Okay.
And I even took a few minutes to show you how tedious it is to pack wheel bearings, but believe me, in the end, it was well worth the time. Okay, because I did get to, before the flywheel broke and the starter went out, I did get to enjoy Project Spirit.
Right.
Driving her for about a week before that whole mishap. And let me tell you, which we'll talk a little bit more about as the video progresses. Right. Believe me when I say she stops on a dime and handles like a dream.
One of the nice things about one of the things that I will say right now, I know I'm stopping and kind of adding in a little commentary here. When I could not tell how goofy my front end had gotten because of those I had a hub wearing out on the passenger side, so I was at risk of that wheel coming off. Crap. Yeah, that'd have been fun. That'd have been a heck of a headline in the newspapers down here.
If you want, man, you can upload that to the Gmail, dude, real quick, and have us just take a look at it if you'd like.
Yeah,
we're gonna do another way. We're gonna do another way that will help you look at it if you'd like some alternate eye.
Yeah, I'll be glad to, especially. I mean, I'll help you out. Yep. just holler at me. I'll be glad. Like I said, I'll sit on the phone with you. And I'm one that, you know, even if it's not on this particular subject, got car questions, whatever, just want to, I've had some of my subscribers in the past, they just needed somebody to talk to, someone positive. And I would, here, contact me through the email, send me your phone number, and would sit on the phone and talk them through whatever was hurting them that day. And I have no problem doing that. I'll take time out of my day for someone who's in need, you know. And I've even got some rough stories about that, you know. But you know, doing this this project, I'm not a rapper, I'm afraid. However, oh man, every time I do,
beginning to feel like a rap god.
Maybe sometime I'll have to load another one of my singing videos where I'm on stage singing karaoke. I've already done 2 karaoke contests last year, and I was semi-finalist in both of those.
Okay.
So I held my own.
We'll talk a little bit more about how she did as the video progresses. But for right now, I will just say, top-notch work. You know, top-notch parts, top-notch work. This was the best setup that money could have bought. Okay.
Don't give up on that. Okay.
We'll
because I know a lot of people want that cross.
Again,
stuff.
spend a lot of time in this area, and that's why this clip is actually a little long.
The thing is that the company has to have the software development ability there for them to more easily do it. Unless they're going to have to merge. Okay.
I was going to say, I know a guy who might be able to do that. I'm looking at him.
Right.
All right.
We're building a car video game. That's your car style. It'll be fucking holographic. You can print out a 3D print of whatever part you want to put in your engine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Carbon fiber or whatnot.
Let's see. Now, when doing front end stuff, take your time. I know the shops have to rush through, but these are you're talking professionals here. You know, when you're talking shade tree, you know, you're sitting out there, you know, doing something like this. I'm going to really stress this. Take your time, because the last thing you want is to kind of goof up a front end on a car like that, because the Mavericks are hard to come by anyway. Well, the 2 doors you can find just about anywhere, but the 4 doors are next to impossible. To give you an idea, a couple million of them were made back in the 70s, and we only have, I think, only like 5% of them are left. We got Dead Rising 1, 2, 4, and off the record. Oh, wow.
Oh, what the shit?
What's the most trusted parts store? That's a good question. The most trusted parts store is, well, I'll tell you right now, do yourself a favor when it comes to parts stores. Go in and get to know the people behind the counter, okay? Now, for me, it's AutoZone or O'Reilly's. I'm because of Project Spirit. I will say right now that because of Project Spirit, I have that kind of large, you know, I have friends at just about every shop all the way into the surrounding counties. You know, I've got friends at all these shops. Well, one of the things I'll tell you is, right, I'm not. But what I will say is, right. So what I will say is, when you go into one of these shops, I don't care if it's O'Reilly's, Napa, or, you know, some kind of mom and pop, you know, car parts place, get to know the people behind the counter and make friends with them, because friends won't sell friends junk. Okay. So I'm gonna really stress that. Get to know those people behind the counter, and the thing that I will say is if you can't make friends with those people behind the counter, you're better off taking your business elsewhere.
You give the wrong car to the
Yeah. So don't bother with that. I mean, accidents happen where you might get a part and then you got to take it back, and it might take about a dozen times to get the part right. That happens because over the years, numbers will change and blah, 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 blah. You get that general idea. But get to know those people behind the counter. Because if you can't make friends with them, you're wasting your time. All right? So a little secret.
It's because I wanted to emphasize the importance of it, okay? I can't stress
that when I actually did this clip, I actually cut about 20 minutes out of that video clip.
I do have like 50 people in here right now.
Right.
I have like about 1,000 people in my live stream.
Yep.
I
So
read the fuck out of my phone.
there we go. I'm actually gonna move this up a bit. There we go.
like the 70 to 73 Mustang setup. But it's on a Maverick. Again, this setup, believe it or not, will stop the 429 Cobra jet.
Okay, one of the things, and I mentioned this in the video, and I'll go ahead and kind of really go into depth. The reason why we went with this setup is because it is upgradable. Because having those spindles on there, if say I did want the Brembo or Willwood brakes down the road, I can easily upgrade to those systems based on this setup. So in the long run, I mean, I actually have a system that if I wanted to go, if you excuse the language, go balls to the wall with a performance in Project Spirit, it's no big deal because, I set it up where it is an upgradable system. That's pretty much it, I mean, so that's why we did this setup. I'm actually friends with another guy who does cars on YouTube, and he's actually quite a bit more successful than me. He did a different setup on his, and after seeing this video, he's like, man, maybe I should have done your setup because it would have been better than what I've got on mine. Safety first sort of thing. These cars are hard to find,
Which is one of the reasons why that I went to it. Not because I'm going to a 429 Cobra jet, but it allows me for a lot of room. So if I do decide to go to a more powerful V8 than using an inline 6, or I decide to really hop up an inline 6, and yes, you can do that. This setup will stop it within reason, and it is fully upgradable. Already, you can see it starting to come together, and you could also see that setup that we started to use. But
we started to use that brake line system. I had it. It would have worked, but it was more of a hassle than what it was really worth. We ended up finding that the brake lines for the Mustang worked just fine, and I provided the parts numbers in there, so no guesswork again.
But then we were like, no. And thanks to a friend of ours at Deloge AutoZone, he was able to hook us up with that right brake line.
Hey, we're having a great time. We're actually right now reviewing one of my videos.
Deal with when doing this
Okay. Well, it works out. You asked the question at the right time, Golden YouTuber. Right up there, you'll see 2 master cylinders. And if you look at the holes on the sides of those master cylinders, when you press down the brake, that little piston in the back pushes in and forces brake fluid down brake lines to your calipers or your brake drums. And that's what provides the hydraulic pressure to apply to the brake pads, whether on disc brakes. Basically, you got these little pads that'll squeeze down on this rotor, kind of like what you would see on a bicycle. Okay,
that's fucking crazy with fucking car knowledge, dude. It's awesome.
And it'll squeeze down, and that's what provides the stopping power.
You better fucking apply this shit, dude. The rest
No. Don't feel bad, because there's nowadays, yeah, and that's what I provide is knowledge of how this stuff works. Now on a drum brake setup, and I will tell you right now, I did like the front drum brakes on my car. The problem was on on front drum brakes, you get what they call brake fade. And basically, when you press down on the brakes, one side will get hot and the other side's not quite as hot. So it'll pull one way or the other on the road. And you have to plan your stops because of this. Well, nowadays, people can't drive with a crap.
Motherfucker like that shit, dude. Share it, dude.
Yep.
Twitter. What the fuck now? Go check that shit out, guys, on Twitter.
Yep.
Just share that shit, dude. Get the Prince Magnum Maverick Nation out to the masses. Dude, this guy is a revolutionary. You need to watch that interview that we did. We were having a fun time doing that. We set up the whole memorabilia back here,
Right.
the fucking backdrop and shit of cars.
Okay, where am I at here?
Oh, I apologize.
Shit. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Share it to 28 people real quick.
There we go.
I'll share it to fucking 48.
Here, hold on. Don't. And basically, so with drum brakes, when you press down, there's a little piston inside, and what it does is the hydraulic pressure from your master cylinder will push out and grab hold of a drum. Well, there's more surface area, which is why I like drums better, which is why we used them on back brakes for so long. You don't need a whole lot of pressure to those back brakes anyways, because you're not always using them. That's why if you ever break down the pressure ratio front to rear, you usually get something like 70% to the front and the rest of it goes to the back.
Yeah, it's like the freaking force. Like, is it the torque or the centrifugal force, right?
Well, no, because of the fact that you're not going that fast backwards.
Games, Reload Snipes, Board Housewife, Kyle P, the String Queens. Thank you so much for your follows and your continued engagement for this night tonight. It's very special reenactment and reunification here. You guys haven't, dude. It's been a long time since I've seen y'all. I know a lot of you guys. So badass hair, the badass video, all right?
I appreciate that.
For this channel, hit the follow button. They are supporting. They're in here.
Yes.
Thank you. That's very nice.
So now if y'all are wondering what makes a car have power brakes, there's usually like this. See, there you go, supporting everybody. That's awesome. Yes. That's what's up. But right in behind the master cylinder will be like this drum-looking thing, and basically it requires a vacuum. It's usually hooked up to either the carburetor or the fuel injection system, and it creates a vacuum. So when you press down on it, it releases that vacuum and allows you to basically push the brake in. This is a manual brake setup. I just have to push down really, really hard to just make it stop. That's
Come down
it.
to Twitch and support them too.
Yes.
Come up into YouTube and support these people, guys. Did you know that I don't not to get off this subject or anything, but this is about cars. I pioneered the first holographic database for Tesla. Go read it on my LinkedIn right now, guys. Pull it up, dual screen it. Clark Narg, and Prince Magnum has a big part in that because you really, really, really inspired me to do that.
Well, thank
and
you.
all this writing and shit, like, you inspired me to put some effort into the content and really think about those questions. And I wanted it to be special. That's why I wasn't like, oh yeah. That's why I was like, I need to do this, I need to do this. So I need to get my feng shui, my objects in order so that I could blast status, bro. And I got another one ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So here it is. That's really all. And so you can, even on a modern car, if you want to go back to the old manual brakes, you can, if you're building a racer. It might take a little modification, but you can do it. What is that? Oh, I can't go anywhere just yet. Miranda and I are supposed to be spending time together tonight. Yeah.
There's cars in the shop where you can come.
Oh, well, what's wrong with it? The what? Ooh. Really? Okay.
When it came time for the master cylinder, this is where I really shine.
We shut it down, tape her off, and give them more to come back for.
Yep. Real quick. This is already the third time I've changed a master cylinder on a Maverick. Once before on Spirit, once before because my wife had a 77 Maverick to match mine, which was cool. We did a his and hers project. That was so cool having that. Yeah, I've got tons of videos. There for a while, do-it-yourself budget hot rodding was called Two Sides of the Same Coin, and it was basically showing how you could take the same vehicle and build it two different ways. It was freaking awesome.
You could see the old one on the right side. That's for, believe it or not, drum brakes. Okay, they look almost identical. However, the one that's the one that's to the left, that is for disc brakes. Okay, let me say right now, the pressures are different. The last thing you want is not enough pressure getting to your new shiny disc brakes, especially if you're going to be running a lot more power. So do yourself a favor and get that set up. Make sure that you have everything, so make sure you have that whole setup. The arms and everything, it bolted right into place. I didn't have any guesswork. When it all came together, I mean, there you go. I know a lot of guys typically, do red. We decided to do for blue. I've got a ton of that stuff, and it's high temp VHT paint. It would have been better if we'd have powder coated, but hey, no big deal. Okay.
Which we can powder coat
really
later.
See, once it all came into place, and once the brakes were bled, she stops on a dime, folks. I can't stress this enough. Project Spirit stops great.
Bleed purple, bro.
As you've seen in the opening clip. I mean, she stops on a dime.
Right now.
Like I said, I got to enjoy her for a little while before
Give him a warm Sketch Squad content creator community.
Flywheel broke and the starter went out all at the same time. Let me say, Project Spirit, she handles like a brand new car with this setup. And at the same time,
even fucking delivery just got to fucking Tim's out here for morning. Can I help you?
Right this second. Okay. Okay, give me just a moment.
Everybody who's in here enjoying Prince Magnum. I'm fucking serious, dude. I'm really like this content too. It's retro. Yeah, fuck yeah.
They're hitting me up.
Go subscribe to Prince Magnum right now. Do it, man. We're gonna do a lot of cool things, and if we can keep on sharing, you guys, 5 people shared that, and then 10 people, all that stuff. It's gonna be great. Like I said, man, take advantage of the incentivized system that I put into place. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take it. Share links for cash.
Mm-hmm.
Bring order number over.
Right. Let's see. I did get to enjoy the brand new disc brakes, and we actually have a guy that was coming through work today, and he said, I can't wait to see Spirit back. Yeah, everyone in the area already knows the car's name. It's so funny. They'll come up and they'll say, how's Spirit doing? And, just like Spirit's a real person, which I love that. I love that because the way we treat our cars here on the...
It's awesome.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I often say I'm the host of the Prince Magnum channel, but Project Spirit's the star. The co-star is Project Lena, which we did that video showing Project Lena really.
Just Incorporated. You're the guest star.
Yeah.
That's bigger than anything. You're being spotlighted on. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's time to shine, bro.
Well, and I hope I've shined well for all of you tonight who maybe have those awesome car questions.
Show them StoreQuest, dude.
Oh my God.
Atari 2600, dude. He's even got Breath of the Wild from Zelda.
Mm-hmm. I'm asking me about SwordQuest. I don't want to give too much away because I'm almost done with that video.
Oh, you don't have it up?
No, not yet.
People fucking want a bunch of crazy.
Oh my God.
Shit, man, for a Atari game.
I actually have done the homework. For those that don't know, we know that because of the video game crash in 1983, we don't know what happened to some of the treasures that were supposed to be released for Sword Quest during that contest. I know where we may be able to find the knowledge of where the whereabouts are.
Sorry,
Okay,
we're
good.
back. Sorry.
All right, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Where was I? But I know kind of where the whereabouts are on where we might be able to find out what. I know kind of what happened to those last ones. I'm not going to give it away. I do know what happened.
Oh, we're going down again. Sorry about the bandwidth. Oh, it's the bars are going up here in two. Okay. It must be.
Yeah, it's weather.
Because I don't have any issues with the operation of the phone.
But if that helps you guys any,
it does, dude. Review the video again. Come to YouTube. We're not streaming on Prince Magnum's channel right now.
No.
We usually multicast. We're on his channel too. Well, on this channel.
Yeah.
Cold my blood speed back. Kept telling AT&T that I like fighting with them. The AT&T lines are built on Bell South 56K phone lines, so you're not going to get any better than what the impedance can hold, and they won't threshold it. They won't give you more because it can't do it. It'll cause fires.
There's another
There's
another particular YouTuber in our area who is not very popular.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Guy that
his cronies after me and you.
Well, no, it wasn't a crony. That guy punched him in the face.
No, but he was standing up for him then.
No, he was.
That dude that was fucking punching him in the face was standing up for him, dude.
Well, that's because he did enough drugs that everything sounds good at that point.
All right. Jesus.
How many times I got to say it, kids? Don't do drugs. Nancy Reagan was right.
I don't know that.
I don't know how many.
They're eating peanut butter jelly sandwich, teaching people Android stuff.
Right.
And kaboom, that gets all scarred on me.
Yep, he's whacked. But I know enough about what goes on in his life. He might want to behave himself. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why you had to fuck with us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that. I don't want to have.
Better
to do
not. That dude feel like he home invade people, bro.
Well, he kind of did with the particular YouTuber. He kind of pushed in the door and punched him in the face.
Oh, dude. That dude ain't shit, though. He's not that strong. He's weak because he fucking does all those drugs.
Mm-hmm. But anyhow.
Where there might be a little slop in her suspension, now I can feel it. Before, I had that hub wearing out. So it wasn't quite as tight up front as it should be. I couldn't feel what was wrong. So now, with this new setup, ironically enough, I can now feel those things. I know where to begin to fix those things, because just because it looks okay doesn't mean it is. And you'll find that out very typically with these old cars. Just because it feels like, just because it looks okay and it, that sort of thing, it may still need to be replaced, and you'll be able to feel it 100 times better just by upgrading some of those things that, going from a setup like from the old drums that we had to what we've got now. Okay? So again, yeah, this was an expensive project to do on Project Spirit. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. How much did we spend? Right around $850. Now, the prices may vary depending on where you live, but again, it's well worth it. And the entire system is completely upgradable. The system is also the brake system. The brakes themselves are actually bigger than what you'll find on the Mavericks and the Comets.
Which is why I went to them again. More surface area to stop your project car. Remember, safety first. The new cars can be replaced. Old cars, they don't make anymore. They don't make them anymore. So make sure you take the extra steps.
Unless we get Capcom to integrate with Chevy, and so we can build a holographic video game and then build the darn things out of 3D printing.
Well, General Motors, real quick, if you were to twist my arm, back in the day, General Motors made the best vehicles. And which was the best vehicles from General Motors? Take your pick. There wasn't too many that were bad, even back in the 70s. Ford had quality control issues in the 70s with cars like the Pinto. I heard one story where, and everyone really kind of rides that gas tank thing with the Pinto, and you had to hit it just right for that to happen. So that was kind of a BS sort of thing. But on the other hand, with the Pinto, the quality control was so poor. There were stories where people would buy a Ford Pinto and would drive it off the dealership lot and get 2 blocks, and the entire engine would fall out from underneath the vehicle. So they had quality control issues. Mopar was no different, but GM was still putting out amazing vehicles in the 1970s.
Real quick, you guys don't think you can stream your freaking Xbox? There's an Xbox 3C receiver support application inside of Magix. Right now, it's badass. It says that it's a wireless receiver, so it's souped up wireless driver for your phone.
There you go.
Yeah.
The most versatile of all the V8s is the Chevy small block. You can get it to literally do anything you want. Four-wheel off-roading, drag racing, everyday driving, economical everyday driving, whatever
The hard no, hard pass about what?
I'm curious what he's going to say. For the record, the reason why I like the Maverick so much is just because they were such an iconic vehicle. They were quite possibly the most popular used car of the 1980s.
This is crazy. GPU turbo boost, graphical processing unit turbo boost. This module allows the GPU turbo tweak to increase the phone's GPU power by 75%.
Dang!
Yeah, that's fucking overclocked video card on your phone.
Wow, that's ridiculous. That's getting serious now.
So, all in all, this is the better setup that I found, and it all started with I just needed to replace the front drum brakes. Again, I didn't mind the front drums. I would have kept them kept her that way. But the way people drive today, as you can see in this clip, just cruising her down the road, driving the speed limit. People drive like maniacs here in Missouri. As of last time I checked, Missouri is number 10 out of 50 states for the worst drivers in the U.S.
That is not a joke. Whenever it rains like we're seeing right now today.
But if it was a joke, it'd be untrue.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, every time it rains around here, you hear nonstop sirens from EMS and firefighters just because people can't drive. It's ridiculous.
Dude, in Texas, when it rains, they'll fucking run into everyone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is there any way you can okay this for me to get me over there? It's not like capsule.
Right.
So this setup makes not only Project Spirit safer, but it also makes other people safe, because now I don't have to, worry if the next time someone pulls out in front of me, if that brake fade is going to cause me to rip right through their vehicle and kill a family of however many. Okay, and that was always in the back of my head because of the way people drive today. Okay, so believe me when I say this setup is upgradable, but even if I don't upgrade it, when I start pushing, either her old rebuild her old 6-cylinder for more power, or I decide to go to a more powerful V8, this setup will work just fine. It'll cover me for a good distance, okay? I mean, again, it was designed to stop a big block, 429 Cobra jet it'll stop Project Spirit's inline 6 just fine. Okay, and it'll stop a small block 4 just fine. Again,
we're almost done
completely
anyways.
upgraded. Now, before I begin rambling,
There you go.
I want to give a special shout out to a friend of mine here on YouTube, the gentleman who runs BST4 channel.
BST4 channel. Real quick, I'll talk about him. You guys definitely want to check him out. He does a lot of stuff with Crown Vics and just the Ford Panther platform. That's really his bread and butter. But he also has a Maverick as well, and he could use a lot of support because it wasn't. But about 3-4 months ago, he actually had one of his Crown Vics stolen.
What?
Yeah, someone rolled out.
It was that dude. It was that dude.
Yeah.
It was that dude. Bro, my leg is all blistered up and bruised.
Well, this guy.
Right on my fucking
this guy
operates on my fucking titanium rod, bro. My fucking legs all like a baseball and shit.
Yeah. But
Ejected.
he's North U.S.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the car's got custom wheels on it, and they're not super expensive.
Did you have that many before?
You're
getting views and subs, bro.
I know. Yeah.
Sub to him, Brad. This man needs that support, and we want to get his knowledge out, dude. For real. How technical I am, and how people don't understand the shit. I mean, it's all good. I'll just hold that shit. Just get this guy's basic knowledge out, man.
And even if you don't buy a classic car,
buy one.
Even if you don't ever own a classic, a lot of this stuff will apply to new vehicles too.
Him and I, he's also doing a Maverick at the same time, and as we were talking, kind of back and forth, you'll see it in the comments section on what
I just did. He runs the BST4 channel.
Oh shit, that's a big channel, isn't it?
That's pretty good size. Pretty good. Yeah, him and I are buddies, and he does awesome work.
I have soda. You don't like Coke? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get my hand slapped over here, dude. Asking, giving stuff I'm not supposed to.
Right.
One of his videos, I was describing what I did to Project Spirit. When he was doing his front disc brake setup, he wanted to see this one because he's like, he really enjoyed what he was doing to his, but then when he heard what I was doing,
been my friend for a long time.
I might. He wants to take what I've learned and maybe apply it to his in various ways, and so I really had to push this video as quickly through as possible. We are going to be doing a more commentary version at a later date.
He's got 85 million.
For this, we're going to bring T-Bone in, and him and I will probably sit on a microphone and talk at great length
I watched him when he started.
About what we experienced, including some very laughable stuff in that.
Real quick.
We want him to be at this level, so that way you can see him driving these classic cars and helping people with this basic knowledge. It's way more cost effective than a new vehicle, and that breaks down all the time.
You're still going to get breakdowns with the old ones, but the truth of it is,
not if you fucking 3D print it.
Well, no, it's still going to happen. You're replacing a lot of those. 90 mil now.
Oh wow, he's beating T-Series then. Bitch lasagna,
But the real quick, I was gonna wait to tell this on
motherfucking subs.
I was gonna say I was actually gonna wait to tell this story, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell it anyways.
We'll give a glimpse and then give people something to come back for.
I'll tell you what, we'll do this in another stream, but I'll tell a story where in between running for the brake lines, the different brake lines, I had where I almost got into a fist fight in a gas station with some tweakers.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
Is that the same dude?
No, it's a different guy.
Yeah, probably was that same dude because they got the same brains and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucking Clarkville melted and shit.
Yeah, it was real funny. Lurking while you do yoga. Damn, my back is sore. Take it easy on that stuff.
Oh, that's cool, man.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I want to do some yoga with you, dog. I've been doing yoga, though. I do a lot of cracking my muscles.
Right. Should hear my back when it gets popped.
I'll fucking pop that shit. I'll pop that shit, dog. I'm a fucking. I used to do massage therapy. I was licensed and certified.
Yeah.
You know all about the medical field, so you know how not to fucking tense up and shit when somebody
right.
pop your back.
Everyone does it. Yeah. The goal of the Prince Magnum channel is to just educate people on knowledge that, in a lot of cases, it's just been forgotten to history.
Right.
You know?
And throughout the time of technology, our smartphones, the learning curve is washed out with a lot of different social injustice and construct, and even drugs.
No, and I'll tell you right now.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like, just tweaking on shit and fucking fuck it up and then boot up. Like, what the hell are you doing? Get the fuck off that. You're not certified. You're not an administrator, you dork.
Well, my personal problem when it comes to the old cars is you'll hear people say, "Oh, old cars, they're bad for the environment." Really?
Yeah. Well, you know, and Mr. Beast is giving a lot of that influence too. A lot of people that have big sub numbers, he's just going to soar. Like I said earlier today, it seeps in and you got to watch it real closely, right? And then it just fucking blows up and you got hella motherfuckers in there. Now watch. If we were to take the stream out with 7 viewers now into the car and start driving around, people are going to go, what the fuck are you doing? How do you do that, right? Because, and then hella people will come in. It's going to wait a couple hours and keep doing it, right?
Right. Oh, we will. Don't you worry.
We're going to make it sick too, like we did this one.
Right.
Like craft the shit, like make it nice. I'm going to make that fucking user interfaces for your speedometers. We're going to go live. We need an inverter, though. It's the only thing we need.
Oh, my gosh.
Amazing.
You know, in that whole ordeal of working on changing over Project Spirit's front disc brakes. But this video really is a huge shout out to my boy channel, buddy. I hope this helps you because he really wanted to see what this was like when it was all said and done with. All right, as usual. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Since there's no Twitter face, you don't need to worry about it.
What you need to do is play your little fucking Build-A-Bear.
Be sure to check out my Patreon account, Magnum.
Watch the end of this video, guys.
At patreon.com. And, you know, and donate if you can. If you want to become a monthly subscriber, $1 a month, and you become a member of the Prince Magnum channel's High Mileage Club. And all the money that you donate to the Prince Magnum channel will go back into helping Project Spirit and Project Lena. Projects, you know, things that we'll be doing to them. Regardless, it's just that if you're able to donate, it's going to happen a lot quicker and a lot faster. If you don't have anything to donate, hey, at least you coming on and subscribing to the Prince Magnum channel and hitting that bell icon and watching every video that you possibly can and telling all your friends about us, that's just as much of a help as anything.
Dude, I got
all right.
A fucking network,
as usual,
PSP.
Get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind make horrible bedfellows. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. Do something special for them today. You might take them down the road in your classic car.
Yeah, buddy.
Something to be said about cruising still. And as always, for all of you out there, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. If no one out there has told you that they love you, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you.
You guys know what this song. Mr. Beast, man, he does all kinds of weird ass shit. Fucking smashing eggs and your fucking hands and shit. Fucking melting. Putting the coldest substance to the hottest substance. I watch it all the time. I enjoy this.
All right. The old banner.
Oh, I used honey earlier and got $10 off my pizza. $10, dude. Use honey.
Okay. I'll stop a couple of times to show you how bad the drivers are here in Missouri. This guy just pulls right. No, watch this. That's how close these fuckers will pull out in front of you. That guy pulled out in front of me, and if I hadn't, yeah, and if I hadn't started slowing down when I did, I would have killed him. Been like a rock hitting tinfoil. I slowed that clip down so you can actually see how close this son of a gun got. This is not a joke. You'll see, watch this.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, was that California? They got fucking like highways, okay? The motherfucker. Oh my god. Ow. I always think that bumper to bumper miles. And they're hauling balls, dude. And I almost got hit like 4 times in a matter of like 15 seconds. Oh my god, yo, you motherfuckers. Excuse my language. That was just horrible. I was supposed to. No. I apologize for yeah, go follow Badass Mac, guys. It's just more engaging to the stream. Badass Mac, you got mod, right, dude?
The music you're hearing is actually from.
I like having friends that are afar like that. You know, I have I have friends today that are
You done messed up, AA Ron. Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did. Get out of my goddamn classroom or I'll break my foot off in your ass. Insubordinate and churlish.
Since you subbed to Matt and you're engaging, I just gave you moderator. Congratulations, you golden YouTuber. You earned moderator.
Okay, you might want to. Another one coming up. You might want to.
Oh, it's Tesla. I can't play it though.
Right.
I know this dude up in a particular part of the United States. I've known him since he was like 12 and I was like 20, and we were on the internet doing configuration and on Winimex, like the underground channels. You know what I'm saying? And today we know each other to this day, man. I've never met him, but he's a really good friend of mine.
Here, I'll
DJ Steven.
Here,
small streamer.
No, this
small
is
helper.
This one's I won't play a whole lot of it, but enough.
Oh, you'll get copyright claimed, bro.
There we go. That's actually me on stage.
He sings Kiss and he sings all kinds of
10 seconds.
awesome music.
Anything over 10 seconds, it's copyright.
Yeah, see, I can play my shit,
Right.
I can play music on this whole stream.
Yeah. Real quick, this one right here that I'm kind of scrolling around over, that one is where I actually sing the very same song that I sang on my wife's and I's wedding night. Same one. It's a Neil Diamond song, Hello Again. It was that's our wedding song, and I sang our wedding song. Let's see, what else we got? Pork roast. Yep. This was a live stream from the DeSoto Car Show. Had a great time there. I'm good, baby. This is Project Spirit with all of her trophies. There you go. Project Spirit with all of her trophies for the last 3 years. Yeah, I sang a Neil Diamond song. Hey.
Yeah, dude.
But that's Project Spirit with all of her trophies. There you go. That I'll have to do another stream showing off her trophies.
Fucking just rock and roll, bro. Like fucking badass motherfucker, right?
I love it.
I should have went to the last karaoke thing because I had to.
Oh, you haven't even hit the like button on that one yet.
I didn't. I
got you. Oh no, you good. You good, bro.
Those trophies, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm teasing with you.
I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm uploading a video. We'll like it. I'm like, oh, okay, don't like it.
That's an older video.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's Project Spirit. You can now really get a good look at all those at the pinstriping. That
beautiful car, though. Look at this. We're gonna be riding in that, guys. We're gonna be putting the live stream in that.
Yep.
You gotta see it too.
There you go.
I want to fucking see if I can 3D print a carburetor. Yeah, vaporwave. Yeah, definitely.
I have to admit I haven't myself.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to singing, I love to sing ZZ Top music.
Yeah. Home.
Actually, my favorite song to you seen the suit that I was wearing when we went to karaoke last?
It was a very nice dress suit.
Yeah. I actually sang Sharp Dressed Man.
My mom was singing ZZ Top, dude. The other day,
God.
Sharp Dressed Man.
I got the video footage. I'll load it. But yeah.
500 subscribers were giving this away. Doesn't seem like much, but this thing's for Prince Magnum, dude. So when he becomes famous, this is for money, dog. Expect it.
Yep. Let's see. The aftermath of Shay's Angels. The downfalls of daily driving a classic car. This was a live stream where I talked about the guy who does karaoke over there at Laz's Bar and Grill. Fantastic gentleman. If you've never met a guy like that, fantastic guy. Nothing like him. Right.
Dude, you know there's still Rick rolls on YouTube? You thought they took them all off, dude, but
I've Rick rolled that bar.
no, I'm telling you. Remember you pulled up the alien one? It was Rick rolled?
Yeah.
He's got Rick rolled, dude. How's that still imminent?
Right. There you go.
You're live. Yeah, you're live.
Hello once again and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do go.
You'll have to.
Prince Magnum. Welcome to another live stream. Do it yourself.
Go there or something. Oh, I gotta text him.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, I'll come back in a little bit later on, and I'll let you guys pick my brains on some of the. I'll even tell some of my old hot rodding stories.
Yeah, we'll bring Prince Magnum back on the channel.
Oh yeah.
After
yes,
tomorrow.
That's why that's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The wife has spoken. I am off duty for the night. I'm on duty for being husband.
Thank you so much for being a guest on the Antitrust Incorporated Feng Shui and our community. We really got a great result, and we're having fun here, guys. I really like you guys' personality. The educational informational live stream, the Sketch Squad, Antitrust Incorporated, helping you get sponsored.
Peace out, brother. And as always, for all of you out there, okay, if no one out there has told any of you guys they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you. This time I'm going to have to actually explain what all that means.